leave the scene but not take the police to arrest.
So there's video of this, right? So we don't have to go into great detail. There is video that goes over the actual attack and how it transpired, right? So again, as Brandon said, if you put yourself in that situation and you see how fast everything happened, I think you can draw a reasonable inference to that question.
What would your answer be to that question?
My answer is to look at the video surrounding it. It's clear. It's clear how you see an argument. You see everything on the video. I mean, I'm not saying anything that you aren't seeing. And so you see how it transpired from this to this to this in an instant. And an individual that goes in there that don't know, that didn't plan for this to happen, that had no want for this to happen. There's many things that can go through that individual's mind. And her state of mind, I can't tell you that right now. But we're asking you to look at it from a viewer and to come up with a reasonable inference. And yet, we have a lawsuit pending.
Ms. Williams,
and things will go over in the lawsuit.
What was the fight
And as Mark
over?
Twain said, facts are slippery things, and there's a lot of truth in that. And taking that out of context, so may have a different meaning if you put it in its full context. And again, same thing with facts. So it's very nebulous. There's a lot of stuff that's being argued, different inferences you can make. And that's just what it's like being a lawyer. I mean, you're looking for arguments for and against, and things you can reasonably argue, can't reasonably argue, things you can reasonably infer, you can't reasonably infer. All of those things are factoring in. And that's what defense lawyers are masters of, is poking holes in. And they've just got to poke a few holes and create a little bit of doubt, reasonable doubt. And it's entirely possible Holly Johnson could walk. Or she may just plead out. Who knows?
In a criminal trial, the most important person in the courtroom isn't always the defendant. Sometimes, it's the person sitting in the witness chair. Their testimony can build a bridge to the truth, or become the first piece of a case to collapse. For Quadesia Holly Johnson, facing first-degree murder for the killing of Romica Meeks, her freedom may not depend on proving she's innocent. It may depend entirely on her attorney's ability to make you doubt the people who say they saw it happen. This is not just a story about a tragic death. This is a story about the blueprint of a defense. A deep dive into the legal playbook being written right now, a strategy that aims to win in the shadows of doubt, not in the light of certainty. If you want to understand the real battle being fought before the trial even begins, you need to see the moves on this chessboard. Welcome to True Crime Unraveled. If you're ready for this kind of detailed breakdown, subscribe and hit the bell. The cornerstone of the state's case against Holly Johnson isn't a murder weapon. It was legally owned. It isn't a lack of a motive. The tangled relationships speak for themselves. The cornerstone is the independent witness, the bystander on the bus, the person who, according to prosecutors, saw the argument, saw the physical restraint, heard the threats, and witnessed the shooting. Their account provides the timeline, the context, and, crucially, it dismantles the claim of a sudden, panicked self-defense. Without this witness, the state's case is a shell. Enter attorney Ari Williams. To understand her strategy, you have to understand her past. Williams has built a reputation, particularly in Chicago's legal circles, on a specific type of case, defending clients where a shooting was involved and where the incident was captured, at least in part, on video. Her track record shows a pattern. She does not shy away from taking cases with visual evidence to trial. Her strategy is not necessarily to prove what didn't happen, but to force the state to prove, beyond every sliver of doubt, what it says happened. In one prior case, where her client was charged with attempted murder and the state had video evidence, Williams' playbook was clear. She filed pretrial motions challenging the evidence. She advanced multiple defenses, including self-defense. She challenged whether the state could prove possession and intent. The strategy was relentless motion, creating friction, and demanding the state meet an impossibly high burden at every turn. The most serious charge was dropped on the eve of trial.
There's many things that can go through that individual's mind. And her state of mind, I can't tell you that right now. But we're asking you to look at it from a viewer and to come up with a reasonable inference. And yet, we have a lawsuit pending.
Ms. Williams,
and things will go over in the lawsuit.
what was the fight over in line?
Nothing. She was beaten for nothing.
Well, of course, I mean, nothing would.
But it wasn't a fight.
What's that?
It just wasn't a fight.
Did he start the conversation with her? Was he telling her to get out of line? I mean, we pick up a little bit of what happened, but I guess a lot of people are trying to figure out how did it build up to him hitting her?
Miss Hood doesn't even understand how it built up. It was unnecessary. It was a vicious attack for no reason.
Yes, I would like to know, you said that there might be some other charges in the future. I was wondering, the excessive bond, $3 million, a definite rush to judgment, and there was a number of other kind of charges, manslaughter, second-degree murder, all kinds of charges. I just find that very difficult to wrap my brain about any of this, especially for a person who has a clean record. I mean, she didn't have all these criminal charges that the other, that kind of bail. I'm just wondering, what was the state's attorney thinking? What was the judge thinking when they could just come up with something so ridiculous? $3 million. They don't get $3 million when they mow down 9 people in a church. So these other people, I've heard, because I haven't seen the video, only the snippets that's been on TV, but I've heard people talking about extra security in that store. If you're the next person in line, you're giving your money to somebody, and that person that you gave the money to, what was wrong with him if he could accept your money? He can't say, hey, look, guys, we got a line here.
I think the overall answer to your question, there are many things that were rushed in this case. There are many things that shouldn't have happened, and we agree with that. And we're thankful that the Cook County State's Attorney dismissed the charge and that she is now free. She doesn't have to worry about posting that $3 million bail, and she doesn't have to worry about those charges.
This is the lens through which to view the Romica Meeks case. The defense's first major public maneuver was not an alibi. It was not a new witness for Holly. It was a motion to challenge the credibility of the state's key eyewitness. The basis? That the witness was wearing headphones. Think about that argument for a second. The defense is not claiming the witness wasn't there. They are crafting a narrative about perception. The argument implies that if you have headphones on, you are disengaged. Your hearing is compromised, so perhaps your vision and your judgment of events are compromised, too. It's a subtle, psychological dig. It aims to plant a seed in the mind of the court. Can we really trust this person's version of events? It transforms a witness from a neutral observer into a potentially unreliable narrator. It's a classic tactic to undermine credibility without attacking the person's character directly, at first. But the strategy appears to go beyond legal motions. There is a toxic synergy between the defense's courtroom arguments and a campaign being waged in the court of public opinion. This campaign is led by Carlos Smith, the man at the vortex of this tragedy, the father to both women's children. Since September 8th, Carlos Smith has been engaged in a concerted effort to reshape Romica Meeks' image. In live streams and social media posts, he has consistently pushed a narrative.
To me and I'll throw it down. Why you lie so much? Why do you lie so much? I'm talking to you. What? Talk to me and I'll throw it down. You want to keep lying? This how I feel when somebody keep lying to somebody. Why did you lie? Tell me why you lied. Tell me why you lied. Why did you lie? Why you lie so much? Why do you lie so much? I'm talking to you. What? Talk to me and
He has claimed that witness accounts don't match what actually happened, offering no counter-narrative, only doubt. He has worked to paint Romica not as a victim, but as an aggressor, as someone out of control. In a live on December 24th, following his own detainment after a courthouse confrontation with Romica's family, he doubled down. He dismissed the idea of approaching the family, framing their grief as predictable hostility. Her family always been like that. His online activity serves a clear purpose: to pollute the jury pool and to intimidate. By publicly attacking Romica's character and showing open hostility to her family, a hostility that turned physical enough to get him handcuffed at the courthouse, he sends a chilling message to anyone who might speak against him or Holly. This is the backdrop against which the defense's headphones argument is made. It's not happening in a vacuum. The witness isn't just being challenged on a legal technicality. They're operating in an environment where supporters of the defense are actively trying to discredit and expose those connected to the case. One public comment on the courthouse incident warned, "He knows where all her family members reside." Do you all genuinely believe that was a wise decision? The goal is to make testifying feel perilous. So, let's be clear about the defense's apparent two-pronged strategy. In the courtroom, attorney Ari Williams uses the scalpel, precise, legalistic challenges to evidence and credibility. Outside the courtroom, Carlos Smith wields the blunt instrument. Relentless, public smear campaign aimed at the victim and intimidation aimed at her allies. Together, they work to erode the foundation of the prosecution's case before a single juror is sworn in. This brings us to the haunting, open-ended conclusion. The case against Holly Johnson is both strong and fragile. It is strong because of that independent witness. It is fragile because the entire architecture of justice rests on witness participation. If a witness feels intimidated, if their credibility can be successfully chipped away by arguments about their attentiveness, if the victim can be posthumously put on trial for her character, the state's case begins to crumble.
So I know we've all been following what's going on in Chicago with what appears to be a murder of Romica Meeks, and whether or not Holly Johnson has a viable self-defense argument, defense, for lack of a better way of putting it, and to what extent, if at all, Carlos was involved. Carlos Way, who, it's my understanding, had fathered a child with each of the two women. We don't know that. If there was any involvement, if there was, what it was, how significant it was. The facts, we don't know. They're very much in dispute until they're stipulated to in a court of law, or until they're established in a court of law. Even if they're talked about in a court of law, there's going to be a factual dispute. And you hear different versions of what Holly Johnson allegedly did. I've heard some things say that she reached in and grabbed a gun. Heard some versions that she ran around the car, reached in, grabbed a gun. I've heard some say that she held a gun. She has a concealed carry permit. I've not seen evidence of that. Maybe that's true. Maybe that's not true. I've heard there was that Romica Meeks had a domestic violence or protective order. That one was Holly Johnson got one against Romica Meeks. I've heard that's not true as well. So, to the idea that a bunch of different random statements and so-called eyewitnesses are all reliable, and that there's somehow some sort of already determined factual basis of everything, and that it's not in dispute, that's just not the case. There always is going to be a factual dispute. A good defense lawyer is going to find potential holes in the potential prosecution's case. So the facts are very much in dispute. And just because something's reported doesn't mean it's true. It gets wrong. People get it wrong all the time. Eyewitnesses get stuff wrong. They may not be reliable. They may have credibility issues, which makes them unreliable. They may not have seen things. They may have gotten stuff wrong. There may be conflicting versions. There's just so much that could go on. And the fact that they didn't initially charge Holly Johnson. Why do they not initially charge her? Have they gotten stuff, presumably more evidence, but how reliable is that evidence? How reliable are those witnesses? Are the witnesses cutting deals? Are the witnesses just, criminals themselves? And they're trying to cut deals to get out of other stuff, which gives them credibility issues. It's just not set in stone. These things are often vehemently disputed. And I presume that's what the defense lawyer is going to do. So this whole notion that things are fixed and it's clear and everything, it's just not the way it is. They're different versions of the facts. And as Mark Twain said, facts are slippery things, and there's a lot of truth in that. and taking that out of context. So, may have a different meaning if you put it in its full context. And again, same thing with facts. So it's very nebulous. There's a lot of stuff that's being argued, different inferences you can make. And that's just what it's like being a lawyer. I mean, you're looking for arguments for and against, and things you can reasonably argue, can't reasonably argue, things you can reasonably infer, you can't reasonably infer. All of those things are factoring in. And that's what defense lawyers are masters of, is poking holes in. And they've just got to poke a few holes and create a little bit of doubt, reasonable doubt. And it's entirely possible Holly Johnson could walk. Or she may just plead out. Who knows?
Williams does not have to prove Holly Johnson's innocence. She does not have to provide an alternate theory of the event that makes sense. She only has to create a single, reasonable doubt about the one person who can directly contradict the self-defense claim. She only has to make the jury look at that witness and wonder, what if she didn't see what she thinks she saw? This is how someone can walk away from a first-degree murder charge. Not by proving a negative, but by systematically dismantling the positive evidence against them. The question is no longer just what happened on September 8th. The more urgent question has become, will we ever get to hear the full story, or will it be silenced before it can be told? The next court date is January 7th. The motions will be filed. The strategy will unfold. And we will be watching. What do you think? Is challenging a witness's credibility a legitimate defense tactic, or does it cross a line when paired with public intimidation? Can a case survive when its star witness is under this kind of attack? The comment section is yours. We read and appreciate every single one. If you want to follow every legal maneuver and strategic twist in this complex case, please give this video a thumbs up. It truly helps. Don't forget to subscribe to True Crime Unraveled on YouTube and follow True Crime Unraveled TV on Facebook and TikTok. We follow the strategy, not just the crime. Thank you for watching. We see your comments. We value this community. For Romica, and for the truth, however fragile it may be. I'll see you in the next one.
What's your favorite dish? What you want to make? No, football game on it. It could be like,
That people be asking.
like, like, can you make this?
Hello! You want to get this out of my
Okay, hi, I'm still at clubs in the crib. I'm like, it on TV. Saltine, we downtown. Hey, cuz, I probably need you to pick something up for me. My phone's going crazy.
Oh, you gotta say, hey, right.
Oh, they playing this game, y'all. Hold on. Yeah. He like that music too. I'm out already. Not a bake. Thank you. I see you, Ma. Thank you. So when I asked you not a bake, you said,
You know, that's all I
y'all know. Run. Gun. Son. I don't even know what that is. I can't even fucking see. Man, my family over here going crazy. Take a shot, you lost. Who put Man, what is that? I can't even see what that is on the last one. So what's that? That's the same one. She's fucked up. She fucked up.
Who going there? Me. You want alright, come on. And I got to take 2 shots. I'm going to take 2 shots. Even better, baby. Half. Right there. Can nobody go watch the face? And ain't nobody should be talking. Go first. But nobody okay, nobody else talk. Okay.
Cuz, what you on? You on live, boy. You on live, but I ain't gonna show your face all the way.
Man, fuck you talking about. They gonna get on
Nigga, you ain't no shit though.
Man, He's so that shit again. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I don't need nobody to rip me out, man. I roll by myself, man.
Come on, man.
You know, I pop out by myself everywhere, man. I don't need no numbers or nothing.
Oh yeah, that was.
He can.
White.
He can.
You can't come get me show. Red, white.
When I get back, when I come from downtown, yeah. When I go to this next spot, yeah.
I'm at change the house now.
Oh damn. Okay, damn. You gotta send me. That's alright. You gotta send me that low. Hey, you far as hell. Hey, to be making you go in. Oh, you got a fresh cut. You lit, boy. Hey, my cousin needs some hoes. I ain't about to show your face, gang.
Who going there?
Nah.
No, do the middle, the one in the middle.
He think he fresh, bro. Hold on. Let's see if they gonna show you love on this bitch home.
He said what?
Cuz talking about he's single. What up, man? When you coming in town, Joe? Oh.
Down.
She turned down doing this dance. Yeah, that shit was crazy though. Hey, cuz. Hey. Hey, hold on.
I'm coming with that big I'm trying to pop out
I'm gonna make sure I get the Uber gift card for your ass. You be far as hell, boy.
Yum.
I'm gonna pick you up and throw a nigga off an hour or two.
Okay, baby.
I'm coming with my plate.
Yum, good, nice, and
Okay, alright.
Nice, good. Oh, okay.
I got you. Oh, I got you. I'm gonna put you on some shit too, so you can be straight. You know, whenever that time come on that shit though, but I'm gonna let you know though. I definitely gotta come pick you up, man. You've been calling. And then we gotta put on the few of the members, man. And, you know.
Let's y'all pictures up. Okay.
Hey, turn that live off. You still on live?
You been
You gonna go to jail, watch. And I ain't gonna lie. I told folks when I first found out, about 10 years ago, when I first found out that he was fucking with my little cousin, I say, G, you know that's my blood. Don't play with her, cause she ain't nothing to play with. She don't play and none of that shit. All she got her own woo. Yeah, fuck, I love her, woo, cause I got her, you know I got her, woo. Come on, man. No, they was never fighting. He was trying to stop them. The girl and her never fought. It's on camera. He was trying to stop them from fighting. That's how he had her in a headlock. Come on now, y'all know how Romica is. When she get upset, baby, ain't no calming her down, baby. It's gonna take a lot. We're gonna keep it thorough. So Los, he was trying to prevent it or whatever. They said the girl, when Los had her, like pushing her back and stuff, the girl ran back to her car, grabbed the gun, came back shooting. That's not self-defense, baby. You was not adamant. Los loved her. That's why the girl was jealous. He was never gonna leave my cousin alone. Do I need to drop all the receipts and videos when he was damaging her shit, stealing shit out of her house, busting her TVs, where his son that he loved so much had to stay there too? Taking all my motherfucking cousin old designer and giving it to the bitch Quadesia Johnson. That bitch name ain't even Holly. Y'all taking up for this bitch. Y'all talking about y'all only knew her a year. How's you taking up for this bitch? But you claim, oh, Roro, my dog. I know her longer. That's my sister. Ooh, that's my nephew, auntie. I don't want to hear that shit, folks. So why is y'all not letting us grieve and say what the fuck we want to say? Because y'all trying to cover up some shit. But guess what? You cannot cover up a lie, baby. Because the truth always prevails.